In early hours of 26 June 1975, the then President of India, Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed, declared state of emergency, citing threat to national security by internal disturbances. The President has proclaimed emergency and there is nothing to panic about, declared Indira Gandhi on All India Radio. Well, things have changed overnight and India was in face of constitutional crisis during the emergency. The press was something that took a dark turn. With the freedom of speech and expression being suspended as fundamental right, the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi declared emergency. The newspapers, printing presses were raided and for 2 continuous days they ran out of circulations. The Indira Gandhi government laid out certain rules and regulations for journalists across the nation. They were made to follow certain guidelines. 3 years ago, Kalpana Sharma, former editor of Himmat, said by the time they came to know what exactly was happening in this country, a lot of journalists and politicians were already in jail. Sharma said among many rules, there was one rule where news is plainly dangerous. Newspapers will assist press advisors by suppressing it themselves. Where doubt exists, a reference may or may not be or should be used to tell to the nearest press advisor. As media was under attack in the country during 21 months of emergency, the foreign media was on its feet to get the stories out from India where our constitutional rights were suspended. The Indian media was informed not to pay any heed to rumors, and all the newspapers in the country were asked to take permissions from Chief Press Advisor, a position that was made to censor the news. Most of the mainstream media, newspapers, magazines were under the wrath of emergency. The scissors of censors cut through big publishers like Himmat, Janta, Frontier, Sadhana, Swaraj, among various others. Some were threatened to be thrown into the prisons. As a revolt, Indian Express and Statesman left their editorial page empty. This move was soon followed by other publications as well. According to Indian Express, journalists from Times of London, Washington Post, Los Angeles Times were expelled. The Guardian and Economist correspondent flew back to United Kingdom after receiving continuous threats. According to Home Ministry, in May of 1976, almost 7,000 journalists and media personnel were in jail.